right, our last topic. Me and Dom went a little viral maybe about a year ago, talking about this someone that I truly respect. Like seriously, he's the one of the first quote unquote. It was that big rave in the late '90s, early 2000s, black intellectuals that are professors. You know, you had the gentleman we're going to talk about. We had Cornel West. You had like I'm trying. Oh man, it was like a string of them where it was like all these black professors that were getting put in different universities and colleges across the country, and it was a thing. Like it was just, and they were touring, you know, speaking at different schools. But man, Michael Eric Dyson got to stop this, man. He got to stop this stuff with Drake and this light skin stuff. He's got to stop it.
Is this still a thing?
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna play it. He's got to stop it. He's got to stop this thing. He's got to stop it. He's got to stop it.
Yeah, as DeMarco Farr walked away, we're like, "Are you cool?" And he said to us, "Man, him, he's half." And I was like, "That exists?" Like there was a whole
internal. Oh yeah, Kendrick Lamar and Drake. Most people would acknowledge Kendrick as genius, but not Drake, right? Drake is commercially viable. He's a monster. He sells records. But is he as deep?
There's a genius to that, though.
Oh, come on, bro. You understand that. Drake is being indicted by Kendrick Lamar, implicitly and explicitly, not like us. The song is the song, whatever you think about it. But the notion itself, big distinction, us versus them. And they're trying to de-black Drake. Right? Oh, he's not really black because he grew up in Canada. I grew up in Compton. Bro, you're reducing blackness to Compton? Did you not know that black people fled America going to Canada to escape the iron tyranny of enslavement? And he ain't black. His daddy is black. He went to Memphis every summer. The Memphis Horns fill his music. The first albums Drake made.
Hold on, we got one more clip. Hold on. It just wouldn't string together for me. Hold on.
The first albums Drake made, his grandmama babysat Aretha Franklin, and his uncle is Larry Graham from Sly and the Family Stone. How much, what black card he got to show? And on his album, Damn, that won the Pulitzer Prize, I like to remind the acolytes of Mr. Lamar that he says, I ain't black, don't call me black no more, because he was into black Hebrew stuff. And and Drake said, light skin, but still a dark N-word. So I'm saying, that's your God? So to me, yeah, that still exists. You're not as black as me. You're not as righteous as me. What did he say? You're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. What other figure in black music has ever been called a colonizer? Because he experiments widely with music. Kendrick, who put you on tour first? Oh, it was a guy named Drake. So this inability to not only have gratitude for where you came from, but to understand blackness is far deeper and more exhaustive than any one nationality or race or people can make it.
All right. I get all that he's saying.
I love all of us are like, okay.
Like, look, he's being disingenuous here, man. Like, yes, dude, we know all those different things. We know exactly why people were saying what they were saying about Drake. It wasn't because of all those other things you were saying. We know the black diaspora is big. We know about all the things about this that black people went to Canada. We're talking about his individual him, not being from Canada, not having all these other different things. It was the way he moves that people were questioning, not because of these other things around him. That's all. And he know Michael Eric Dyson, either unless he's slipping, he knows that he's being disingenuous saying that. Are you just trying to pull around? What did we call him? Is he? What did he call it? We call him the Michael Eric Dyson, the Drake of. I'll find it. Go ahead, Marv. You're our guest. Go ahead.
Man, listen. I saw that and I just kind of rolled my eyes. I think, somebody made a good point. They said Drake got a black daddy and a white mama. J. Cole got a black daddy and a white mama, but they're looked at much differently.
Exactly.
And some was like one from the U.S., one from Canada. Well, Drake's daddy from Memphis, whatever, right? But as a dark skinned brother who has a lot of light skinned family members, it's how you carry yourself. And Drake has consistently carried himself in a way that most people just don't fuck with, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that he's done that people just don't vibe with. Like, what's the dude's name? Aiden Ross.
Mm-hmm.
End up with him. We look at I've been talking about often about online sports betting. Drake's really tied in with that. A lot of other people are and stuff. It's just a weird way that Drake moves that people just don't fool with. They don't fool with it at all.
Let me tell you something about the sports betting, Marv. My brother is a huge Patriots fan because he's from Boston, and he's like, I knew it. I knew the moment I saw where Drake was betting we was gonna lose this game. He's mad at Drake for weeks now. And then but he's a huge Drake fan. I was like, but you
your brother's from Boston?
Yeah.
He's black, like
yeah.
but he's not another country.
To be politically correct, he's Haitian. But
you see, I knew he wasn't. I knew the only black motherfuckers that's like really from the US is from Roxbury. They like New Edition, right? Everybody else in Boston like from somewhere. You know what they call Boston,
oh,
right?
my bad. They call him OVO Dyson. That's what they call OVO Dyson.
Oh my God.
but you know what they call Boston, right?
Mississippi North.
Boston is the white man's Atlanta.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Boston is the white man's Atlanta, for real.
Yeah.
Straight up. But there's a reason why people don't fuck with Drake, man. You know, they don't like his music, his sing-songy, all that stuff. There's a lot of times where people look at a light-skinned dude and they automatically say like he's soft or whatever, and that don't mean he's necessarily soft, but there's a lot of things that Drake embodies that people just don't fuck with.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he gets the hate that he does.
Yeah, I think it's some people have a coming to Jesus mode about him. For me, it's more so like, and this isn't to take anything away from his catalog. I always tell D, I'm like, yo, Daryl, like last great album was when his head was in the clouds. I think that was Nothing Was the Same.
Mm-hmm.
Or Nothing Was the Same or whatever the fuck. That album.
That was before I had
for me, huh?
That was before Xander was born. She would be 13.
Yeah, for me, I just don't. I like to see musicians evolve, and lyrically, and based on his experiences, it just didn't do it for me. And so that's where the disconnect. And then as we hear interesting things about, like, we talk about inappropriate relationships, he has a lot of those, because I'm trying to figure out why your grown ass was texting Millie Bobby Brown. That's weird to me. And I mean, she said he claims that they were like, it was like a brother-sister relationship, but I'm like, I guess it'd be one thing if that was somebody that you kind of grew up with, this person, like this is your homeboy's kid, and they're like, it's weird a little bit. On top of other inappropriate relationships.
And your name is Aubrey. And you got shot on Degrassi.
Yeah, I mean,
but also and I think people wouldn't be coming. I think the real change where the whole thing is that he be trying to act hard now and stuff, and like he hanging out with the, was it mob ties and all this type of stuff. And before it was like, oh, Drake is just the cool Degrassi. And it was cool, like, but then he started talking about he got mob ties now, even though I know he's always been associated with those brothers. But now it's like he toting guns and stuff in videos.
But it's the concept of when we talk about people glamorizing the hood and the ghetto and not really, you like hood adjacent, like he's hood adjacent, and that's cool. But it's like, that's not your life. That hasn't been your experience, and you're glamorizing things where we see our brothers and sisters get killed every day just for, I walked down the wrong street, or you got shot because of being affiliated with somebody. We know what that's like to come. I still remember coming home one night from work. I couldn't get down my street and there was a body hanging out the car. Like things like that. And so when we talk about the glorification of shit like that, it becomes weird, because again, that's not your experience, and it's okay. Like you said, your shit was dope. We don't need.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I have a whole OVO playlist. Him, Party Next Door. I like that more lo-fi type of sound.
Yeah.
Dude, like
no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I'll play that shit in the background and I'll be super productive. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm telling you, when I look at celebrities and I determine like if I really like them a lot, it's like, would I really hang with this dude if I knew him in real life? I wouldn't fuck with no dude like Drake.
No, and most people wouldn't. That's the thing.
I wouldn't fuck with no dude like Drake. You see what I'm saying? Now, music, he made some dope music. Drake ran like how many summers did he run?
A lot, like 10 at least.
Drake,
Hey man, that's summer 16.
Hey man, Drake made some dope music for sure. But I mean, the way you move matters.
Mm-hmm.
The way
especially
you move
in rap.
The way you move as a man matters. And that's not to say that Kendrick is 100% perfect, because when he did that concert and he brought all the gangs on stage,
Mm-hmm.
I was conflicted about it.
What's
okay.
up?
So are you bringing all the gangs on stage? You bring the Bloods on Crips on stage in terms of unification, right? Or are we glorifying the gang culture?
I think it was the community.
Yeah. Okay, if it's that, I'm fine with it. But you see where you can see where
I can see how. Yeah.
You remember Brian was there.
Yeah.
Brian was at that concert.
Girl, you remember he was trying to run up on that stage and Savannah was like,
you see where I'm going? And Russ and DeMar and all that, because they LA dudes, right? They got up there.
Yeah.
Brown's gonna run his happy ass up there. And Savannah said, "You better not take your ass up there. You got a brand."
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and I'm not from LA. I go there a lot for work. I got people out there. That LA gang culture, man, is
different.
It's really problematic. It's very problematic. Very problematic.
I see what you're saying though. So you're saying like, was it? I mean, maybe it became. Are you saying? Am I guess fully flesh out what you're saying? Like him bringing all the gangs up on stage is you think it may have been a flex or like, look, yo, Drake, check this out. I got everybody.
I don't necessarily think that. I'm just saying, like, are we glorifying gang culture? I'm talking about, hey, listen, we can all come together and be unified. And if that's the case, you come together to be unified to go after another black man, which can also be problematic as well.
Right.
There's different layers to it.
But like it's so like to me it's just he moves with the cats that you wouldn't want to move with. Like the Aiden Ross stuff is really like it's really teetering. Like you really be wrong with this dude, and he be talking real bad about our black women in general. And that is not just the thing with Doechii. He's been doing that with Meg. He's been doing that with Cardi, a couple of other black female artists. So it's like you constantly are like a part of like hanging with him like that's your boy.
That's
so
why
when nobody start looking at you.
Yeah, I'm not fucking nobody that don't like black that messes with, especially on a white boy. Hell no.
Yeah, but it's just like this whole thing.
That's why I don't fool with Charlamagne.
But it's also, it's that weird lane of, and sorry to cut you off. It's that weird lane of, you know, we're not gonna talk about it today, but like the whole conversation surrounding, you know, like Aisha Diaz and like the certain type of guy that she needs and the amount of money that he needs. And this isn't the first time we heard those conversations, but like those men fall into that category that hate, you know, women like that say things like that, kind of like red pill-esque, man, because even if she wasn't saying that type of like woman would not give them any like the time of day, regardless if they had it or not. She might if they had it, you know, for a little while, but for the most part, that goes back to the concept of knowing your role, setting your lane, and knowing what you really could get. You know, like those type of.
We said it once a lame, always a lame. Like that's just because you got some bread don't mean you're not lame no more.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right.
And I mean, and maybe Michael Eric Dyson is maybe he's not as connected to what's. I mean, I hate saying the culture, but like just what's going on within Blackness, because Drake he be doing dirty stuff to people in general. Like it's not just music or light skin thing, dude. He will go after your girl type thing. Like it's not a thing of like people.
Before Kanye went all the way on the deep end and went MAGA. He said it. He said Drake could do something like buy a house across the street from your girl or something.
Yeah, like dirty stuff. Yeah. He's just a dude. But that's something a lame dude would do. That would be like, man, I ain't never really had these girls. I'm going all out. I'm doing whatever I can. If I want her, I want her.
Yeah.
Let me play guy's advocate.
Yeah.
Maybe Brother Dyson is making the point that we shouldn't be going after somebody's blackness because they don't roll like us. Maybe he's not aware, you know, because how old is Michael Eric Dyson? He's got to be in his 70s now. He's close to 70, right?
Yeah.
Close to 70. So
Yeah.
maybe he's not in tune with how Drake moves and why
He's
people
67.
I figured he was getting close.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not in tune, right? And maybe his bigger point is, hey, listen, we don't need to be going after each other in terms of gauging our blackness. I'll give him the benefit of doubt when it comes to that. But he's 67, so he was the hip hop, wasn't he the hip hop professor or something?
Yeah,
like
he
that?
was one of the first ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, but that speaks to the point about Drake. Drake do a lot of young Negro shit.
And he's 40.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends because we got all the tea. And, if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side so you can see other stuff and, again, share it with everybody.